You can't be in my videos. You're just too adorable. And that'll distract people from what I want to say about video games and Halo. Can we get him off the... Can we get him banned? Can we get off the set? You don't even care. Oh! In my last video, some people brought up, even though I asked them not to, the whole Call of Duty Halo comparison, which is something that I don't think is ever going to die. I wanted to address that. The top comment on the video ended up being my comment about how game design works. The first thing that I want to point out is game design has always been and will always be a collaborative process. You're never going to get the guys from 343 freaking out Battlefield and saying like, oh, you guys use vehicles in multiplayer, you're stealing from us. No one's going to do that because it's a collaborative system. Let's go way back to the birth of the first-person shooter. Wolfenstein 3D. A lot of people consider that to be the first real first-person shooter. All the basics of Halo are derived from things like Wolfenstein, Marathon, which was Bungie's first game that is essentially the spiritual predecessor to Halo. It took a lot of the same elements that Doom and Wolfenstein 3D used. Wolfenstein 3D was released a year before Marathon. But do you think when Marathon came out, everyone was crying, oh, it's a ripoff of Wolfenstein? No, they weren't. They were saying this is a great game and we love it. Bungie took something that Wolfenstein did, put an interesting spin on it. And the other thing is that the modern versions of Bungie's games, for instance, Halo, Combat Evolved, Halo CE, the first game, some people still say the defining moment for first-person shooters on the console, took a lot of their things from GoldenEye, from Perfect Dark. Even the Forge is not something that's unique. I mean, level editors have existed forever, even on the console. The thing about the Halo series that everyone seems to forget is that it wasn't ever about completely original ideas. Yes, a lot of the things that make Halo great are seemingly original concepts. However, what they actually are is interesting twists, turns, modifications, or new focuses on ideas that have been done before. That's what makes Halo a great game, is that they took what was working well in the industry, put their own spin on it, and made it even better. That's what 343 is doing with Halo 4. They're taking what's working in the industry, which is Call of Duty. I'm sorry, guys, but I can't help it that Call of Duty is the #1 first-person shooter on the Xbox. I don't love it. I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan. I don't even own the latest version of Call of Duty. But the fact is that it is the bar right now. What's going to happen when Halo 4 comes out? It's going to be the new bar. They're going to take what worked in Call of Duty, and they're going to put it into Halo 4, put their own twist on it, and Halo 4 is going to shoot to the top of the charts in the same way that Halo 1, 2, and 3 did. At the end of the day, what really matters to Halo is the golden triangle. Weapon, melee, grenade. That's never going to change. That's the basis of Halo. The score system? The score system is not something that is the basis of Halo. The score system is not intrinsically tied to the way that Halo works, and at the end of the day, it doesn't affect how the game plays. If you win a match 500 to 470, or you win a match 50 to 47. The only difference there is there's one extra zero. It's not something that's going to be a huge mind-altering, mind-blowing experience. Do you really think that they're going to completely alter the way that scoring works in Halo, and if there's a huge backlash from the community, they won't switch it back to the way that it used to be? Seriously. Halo has always been a reflexive game. What reflexive means is that there's always going to be a dialogue or a discourse between 343 or Bungie or whoever develops the game and the audience. They make changes to the game the community wants to see. And that's what game development is. It's a collaborative system that takes cues from all the games that have been invented over every console, every generation, by every developer. 343 isn't trying to ruin Halo, they're trying to improve it. They want to make a game that they would love to play, and that's what's most important to them. That's what they're trying to do. Gaming is always going to be collaborative. They're trying to make the best game that they can, and I think that they're succeeding. It looks amazing. But if there's something that the community doesn't like, I'm fairly sure that they will be able to change it. They know that that kind of thing is going to happen. They know that they're going to have to make modifications. That's what's important to note, is that we have a developer working for us that cares so much about the community that they are willing to go and change their game in order to meet the needs of the community. I think that's all I got to say. I feel like this video got a little ranty, so stop complaining about Call of Duty and Halo being similar. That's good BR. Pop, pop, pop! There's nothing in here, you know. It's empty.